Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, February 10th. Only 4 days left to Valentine's Day. Hopefully you got your boo something. And it's 6 days to the next full moon. Yay! So I haven't done a pick a card in a really long time. I haven't done a moon reading in a minute. So yeah, just bear with me as I get back into the rhythm and the flow. Hi, I'm Dania. I am a psychic medium, intuitive reader, spiritual illuminator, nerd, mummy, I am potpourri. Before I get started, I just wanted to remind you that I have a free webinar, Self-Love is the Foundation of Your Life, happening on the 19th. This is a free event, so you simply have to register so that you can attend. And this is kicking off my brand new coaching course, SLAP. SLAP is Self-Love Awakens Purpose. And this is a topic I'm very much passionate about because of my own journey through self-love and how it has completely changed my perception of life, myself, the world. So I'll be so excited to see you there. Make sure you reserve your spot. If you like this reading, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a sister a like, share with some friends so that they can get this good word. But without further ado, because I know this is going to be, when I get into reading, I'm having fun. So I'm going to try to keep this not super long, but hey, there'll be timestamps when you come to this if you don't want to see the collective part, because I will do a collective reading and then I will do the pick a cards after that. Okay, let's get started. All right, let's get started. Actually, I have to keep my glasses on to read. So first, let's talk about this full moon. Talk about the energy. Talk about the energy of this full moon. So we have a full moon in Leo. If you hear my sons, my bad, they're having a good time. Full moon in Leo happening on the 16th of February. It is 2 days after Valentine's Day. So beautiful energy is still with us on this day. A lot of people don't realize that the sign Leo rules the heart. So we're going to still be feeling the love. This is happening at 11:56 Eastern Standard Time. 11, 5 plus 6, 11. Y'all know I don't do angel numbers in the traditional way. So for me, I'm like, yes. Okay, come through 11, 11. We see you hiding back there. You thought we was going to miss you? Yeah. But this is happening at 11:56 Eastern Time, and it's at 27 degrees in the sign of Leo. As always, I encourage you to check your birth chart to see what house, meaning what area of life this is impacting you. If you need help with that, by all means, feel free to book a reading. Even if you just want to book a consultation simply to pick my brain about where this is happening, I'm okay with that. You can book a pick your brain session for that. And then I won't do any full-on divination. I'll just tell you, where it's happening in your chart, and you can take it from there. Leo rules the sign, rules the heart and the solar plexus. So your seat of your confidence, your personal power, your gut instinct. Leo rules that area. It's all associated with the sun, which Leo is ruled by the sun. Leo is the sign of I lead. In its fullest potential, it is light. When a Leo is operating in their highest vibration, you think about the sun. When you walk outside, once you learn what a sun is, no one has to tell you that big firing ball that you see in the sky is the sun. You walk out, oh, snap, it's the sun. No one has to tell you that. And when a Leo is in their truest sense, they don't have to announce they're a Leo. You just know. Somebody that carries strong Leo energy, that is real, that's well placed and really strong Leo, does not have to tell you that they are a Leo. You will automatically know simply by their sheer presence. They bring light and joy and youthful energy into the room. Leos are the sister sign of Aquarius. So as a sister sign, they have some similarities and they're learning from each other. So Leos are learning not only how to lead the pack, because that's what they do, but also how to be a part of the pack, which is what Aquarius does well, and retain their sovereignty because Leo is king. By using what makes them stand out, they are able to support radical change. They're the leader, they're the front runner. They can support radical change in the communities for which they lead. Leo is also about children and our inner child. So those are some qualities and things that you want to think about with Leo. From a numerology perspective, the 16th for the collective is a 6th day. So we have a 6th day in a 6 year. Okay. Okay, this just hit. So 6, if you don't know from a numerology perspective, and even just looking at the number, it is a silhouette of a pregnant woman. Energy of the number 6 is all about nurturing. It is all about feminine. It is all about harmony. It's all about balance. It's all about your intuition. It is all about family. It's all about being of service, because what do moms do? We're of service to our families, our children, our loved ones. That's what we do innately. And that's what the 6th energy is about. It is about caring and comforting and nurturing. It is loving and harmonious. When I was thinking, look about the 6th visual, even though I didn't type this in my notes, this came into me that's being pregnant with something. Like you got pregnant. Some of us in the collective got pregnant with an idea during the new moon in Leo back in August. And what we're seeing is that birthing process is going to begin to happen with this full moon in Leo. Full moons are all about the completion of the lunar cycle. So we began a lunar cycle with the new moon and ends with the full moon. We began this cycle with the new moon in Leo, and now we're ending it with the full moon in Leo. It's happening on a Wednesday, which is a really great day for communication. So you may also be sharing the feels a lot that day, even more so than you probably did Monday. You know, Valentine's Day on a Monday is so, okay, all right. But so it doesn't mean you won't share love on Valentine's Day, but you might really be in your lovey-dovey feels again on Wednesday. And this will probably be why. So like I said, full moons are the end of the cycle. They are all about gratitude. Gratitude for making it this far. Gratitude for everything that you accomplished, all the steps that you took along the way. It's also about releasing. So you're evaluating, okay, cool, this is what I did. All right, and I don't need this anymore. And you're releasing so that you can make room. You're releasing so that you can make room for the new blessings. One moment. Sorry, the little one needed help getting his train. But yeah, this is you're closing out the books. You're looking at it, you're like, yay. You're celebrating your wins. You're like, yo, this thing did well. This thing, you know, I need to tweak it a little bit. This thing, you know what? I don't think that's in alignment with me anymore. So you're letting things go. You're shedding what you need to shed and making room for what's going to be happening during the new cycle. The waning cycle is that her cleanup phase. It's the time when we're releasing. Like the whole point of the waning moon cycle is release, letting go, making room so that you are able to plant seeds in fertile ground and moist ground when that new moon comes up. You're tilling your soil, pulling out weeds and all of those things. That's what you're doing from the full moon to the new moon. That's what you're doing, is tilling the ground, getting it ready for the new seeds to plant so that they are growing and harvesting in really nice fertile ground. So that is what the overall, some things about the new moon. So on a collective level, we're going to start with the soul journey. And what we're going to see is what soul journey as a collective will we at with the new moon in Leo, and actually, we're going to see what the soul journey was. What soul journey did we take from the new moon to the full moon? All right, so one. That was fast. Ooh, peace. And it says, I am a being of love and I release all negative. Then we just talk, ooh, and change. Peace and change. So we have this blue and this orange. And so, this one looks like a sun. It looks like a blue sunflower. So we may have been dealing with some things with our creative energy because Leo does rule creativity. So we may have been like our sacral chakra may have been an area of focus. Our throat chakra may have also been an area of focus for some people. And I'm seeing third eye and crown too. So there's been some areas. We'll see if the chakra cards cosign any of those, but that's the soul journey we're working on. Peace and change, how to be peaceful through change, how to invite change in a peaceful way, how to know that the changes that we're going through are happening so that we can have peace and harmony and love in our lives in a healthy way. I was just listening to something and it's like, you date why do we date ourselves? And essentially everyone in our life is a reflection of us. Everybody in our life is a reflection of us. So they're either a reflection of us in a way that is going to show us things we need to work on, things that may be still bothering us, things that we need to grow and heal and cultivate better habits around, or they are things that we need to keep doing. They show our light to us. So really think about the people in your life who bring you peace and who don't. And those people who don't bring you peace, what are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to be learning from those people? And have you learned them? Because if you've learned what you need to learn and they're still reflecting that back to you, either you haven't learned it or it's time for you to walk away so that you can let that part of you go. So just some food for thought. So we're going to do really quick, and these will be used in the pick a card too, but we're going to do it really quickly. What needs to be let go? What is being illuminated? And what wants to come next? So what for the collective for this full moon in Leo happening on the 16th for everybody that comes to see this? Nice. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Whatever heaviness, that's what I heard. Heaviness that you've been holding on to, whatever heaviness that you have been carrying with you, it is time to let that go. It is not time for you to keep carrying this burden. Yeah, this burden on your shoulders. It's time to get it off your back. It's time to get it off your back because it's over. It's done. Saturn has done its work. It's shown you what you needed to see. You have learned your lessons. Understand you've passed your test. It's time to let that go and say thank you. Thank you, Lord, for this lesson, because I see the blessing in this experience. And you have to see the blessing. You have to see the blessing in the lesson so that, life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And your soul called this lesson to you so that you could find peace. Called this lesson to you so that you can make the changes that will invite peace into your life. And this was a full moon in Capricorn. So June may be important. Yeah, Cancer season, because the full moon in Capricorn will be happening during Cancer. Okay, what is the full moon illuminating for the collective? What is being illuminated on a global scale for everyone coming to this video? What is being illuminated? Whoa, like when I wait. What did I just bring up Cancer season? So what's being illuminated is a personal issue reaches resolution. Like, yo, we about to clean up some stuff. Like, whatever we be carrying, whatever heaviness, whatever burdens we be carrying are meant to be let go because we got full moon in Cancer. So there may have been something that came up close to the full moon in Cancer that we just had. And that may have triggered some things that made you want to like really handle some stuff and learn something. Whatever that was, or, you know, it doesn't have to have happened that time, but Cancer rules motherhood, the home, where you feel safe and secure. There's a lot, it's like moon is your body. So thinking about those things, healing something about your divine feminine, because even though all of the water and earth are feminine signs, the moon and Cancer is the archetype of the divine feminine, that limitlessness and infinite potential, something emotional. But whatever it is, this moon is saying, illuminating that it's reaching a resolution. It's almost done. So we have two cards saying that something that was heavy, that was hard, that was a weight, that was a burden is coming to an end. And considering I haven't done my own moon reading yet, this is so exciting to see. All right, so what wants to come next? We let this go. We let this issue resolve. What wants to come next? Ooh, holy smokes. Okay. Okay. So we got to look at the bigger picture. And on the back of the deck, we have luck is on our side. We have both the new and the full moon in Sagittarius. So Sag season might be real lit from Gemini. So Gemini is where the early part of June. So from the early part of June, like the second half of the year, that's gonna be real interesting for all of us. That second half of 2022, it's like we're building the momentum now, and then June is like the hump, and then it's gonna be like we're gonna yay. That's how we're gonna feel. That's how I feel right this minute. Like yay. Oh my God, that's so dope. But look at the bigger picture. Remember I said earlier, whatever's happening isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And something's going to happen where you're going to look back at whatever this issue is or whatever this cycle that you were just going through. You're going to be like, oh. Whatever it was, you're going to realize what you were supposed to learn. And you're going to understand that you had to go through that so that you could be in this high life. Sagittarius is also travel. So there may be some of us moving, relocating with Cancer here, moving homes, traveling, going to stiller waters. There's going to be just something about this movement, but being sure, because Sag is the archer. Sag is the guru of the zodiac. It's ruled by Jupiter. It's the guru of the zodiac. And it travels because it wants to learn. Sagittarius wants to learn and get culture and like have all these experiences saying, hey, I want to learn about this thing and I want to do this thing. So I want to go ahead and bring all these new experiences into my life so that I can see things from a global perspective and not really limited in the perspective that I have simply from where I am today. That's so beautiful. I love that. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what these look like in y'all's paper cards. Okay. Because the moon rules the heart, I wanted to get a message of advice from our heart oracle. What advice? Oh, we got well-deserved reward. And on the back of the deck, we have manifest. Well, oh my God. So this is a 9 card. In numerology, 9 is the end. 9 is the end. It's the end of the cycle. It's very much full moon energy. It is the harvest where you're reaping your rewards, you're ending this tough cycle, whatever the case may be. And then you have manifest, which is 1, which is newness. It's the beginning of the cycle. So we have, you're being rewarded so that you can kick off something new. Ooh, 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 okay, 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 okay. All right, so we're gonna see what words, what shock. Okay, so this is heart chakra. And so this is victim. And her no longer living in a victim mentality. There's a ladybug that just hit my window. No longer living in a victim mentality. I think ladybugs are good luck. Yeah. So no longer in that victim mentality, letting that go, allowing your heart to be open. Because this card, I think, is a continuation of another story where the other card is trickery. So like you were tricked or you were duped or there was something that happened that you couldn't see, and the full moon is going to illuminate that. To illuminate that so you can release that from your heart, resolve that issue and be able to move forward and trust your instinct. The back of the deck was instinct. And in this deck, this color card, this gray card is actually your crown chakra. So instinct, it is being able to know that even though you can't see, even though you're not sure, but you know in the whole of your being, feeling it here, knowing that you're getting the divine guidance, and your solar plexus is like, yes, we're gonna follow this. We're gonna do this thing. Knowing that, trusting your instincts. Okay, so my mind went back to the fact that when I pulled a personal issue reaches resolution, I glanced at the back of the deck and it was a new romantic cycle begins. So some of y'all, this is love, romantic love specifically. Like maybe there was a concern or like something with a partner that you had a feeling about and you really have been questioning whether or not you should believe yourself. I'm gonna trust your instinct. That was really specific, but trust your instinct. Do not continue to play the victim. Do not continue to allow yourself to be tricked. Listen to your body and trust your instinct. I know you don't have proof, but trust it anyway. You don't have to have proof in order to have faith. Oh, you don't have to have proof in order to have faith. You just have faith. You think about, I use the Bible as a perfect example. The Bible is an anthology of stories written by people. It's an anthology of stories written by people. And there's plenty of people that say, oh my God, you believe stuff's in that book, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, their soul's journey is about faith. And what they have is faith. It's not to say that you should not, because you're reading something from man, human beings, earthlings, that you shouldn't ask questions. But that is a perfect example of what faith is. You don't have any proof. You don't have any proof that this was, or anything that's like. What you do have is faith. And that's what faith looks like. And I will say that abundance. As we go through this journey, as we come out of that victim mentality, as we allow ourselves to trust our instincts and to have faith in what we know to be true for ourselves. Understand it doesn't have to be true for everybody to be true for you, because you believe that you can align with the path of ease and manifest your abundance and not have to do it working 40 hours a week. That is your truth and that is your path, and you need to walk it. walk it with such confidence and zeal and faith that the universe has no choice but to align and move in that direction. Someone else's truth, maybe I got to burn the midnight oil. I got to work 60, 70 hours a week or else I'm not going to get this wealth and abundance. That may be their story. And you cannot change their story because their story and your story, there is a reason why your journeys are different. It doesn't make any journey less valid. Sharing your story, what it does is it allows people who are energetically in alignment with that path, where their soul wants to walk the same path as you, where their soul wants to go on the same type of journey your soul is going on. Those are the people that will you. Those are the people that will come your way. So you don't do it through telling you're doing this wrong. You don't know if you're doing it right. All you know is this is what your soul is calling you to do, and you are following your instincts, and you are having faith that you are going to receive the infinite, opulent abundance that Source has aligned for you in the way of ease that you see for yourself. Hopefully my phone is not vibrating loud enough for y'all to hear it on recording. And so my bad. Okay, and so as a collective, what kind of self-care do we need to do for this full moon? I just shuffled. Okay, self-care for the collective. What self-care? Let me get one more self-care for the collective. What does the collective need to do with this full moon in Leo? All right. And both of these are closed. I would say that as it. All right. So for the collective, so this is us as a whole. One that came out was Dream Journal. There you go, Dream Journal. So this is paying attention to your dreams and writing them down. And so that you know, I'm in my room, as you can tell, I'm in my room with the little kid fingerprints on my thing, but right beside my bed is my dream journal. And so that you know, because you can see, I'm not just telling you stuff that I don't do on myself. Yes, I write in my dream journal. This is probably my 10th dream journal, if I still do it possible. If it's not 10, it's real close to 10. I don't divine over them as much as I should. When I feel really pulled, like there is something in this dream I need to know about, I see it. It doesn't matter what's going on that day. The first thing I have to do is see what that message is. But in our sleep, we are traveling. Whether you realize it or not, you're traveling, you're going on a journey, whether it's working through some things for the day or receiving word. Either way, whatever is happening in your dreams is important, and you need to write them down. If you don't really understand the symbolism, promise you, Google will help you get started. Like real talk, Google will help you get started. A dream book, I have a little one. I have this little one right here, the apothecary in my area. Or be your own dream interpreter. That is a great place to start. But what will end up happening is the more you do it and you start to see the recurring symbols and things, you'll be able to discern what that means to you. Because this is what this means to that author. And that's what that means to whatever you find on Google. But you have to find out what it means to you. Start keeping your own dictionary of what these things mean so that you know how to interpret your own dreams and understand where you're getting messages from. And I'm confident it's your ancestors, because we got to connect with your ancestors. So what does that look like? What do you want it to look like? Your ancestors are you. They are the parts of you that came first. They are the roots to your tree. They are the being in you that was being so that you could be. They are the lessons that were learned or being taught to you. Honor your ancestors is not, I believe them over God. That's not what that is. It is saying, you know, when someone gives an award and they say, you know, I want to give thanks, like if I was a rapper, you know, I want to give thanks to LL Cool J and Queen Latifah and Missy Elliott because they are the ones that laid the ground. They're the ones that laid the pathway. This is what any of your ancestors is. It is honoring those that laid the groundwork, that laid the pathway, that firmed the roots in the soil so that you could grow. Will they help you out? Yeah. Your grandma will pray for you, your mama will pray for you, your cousin will pray for you in life. So yes, they're still continue. And even if they wouldn't in life, they are now elevated. And they can see from a higher perspective. So even if you don't have a full-on ancestor altar, you got a mouth to speak. Find someplace quiet, sit and just talk. And simply just talk. Talk to one that was really, really close to you. And if you don't have any that was really close to you, just say, you know what? Grands and greats, ancestors known and unknown to me, I am in your name. I am your whatever, son, daughter, cousin, kin. And I just want to say thank you. I don't know you, and maybe you can get to know me. And I get through that, I get to know you. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you've done that ensure that I exist. Thank you for all that you did that ensured that I could still come to be, because they could have strayed off their path one way or the other, and you could not be here. And even that, just that little thing is enough to say thank you. Start there. You don't have to be impressed. You don't have to be pressed. If you have an ancestor shrine, you might need to make a meal. For those that you are in the practice where you have an ancestor altar or shrine, you might want to make a meal. You might want to sing a song. You might want to do a dance, something at your altar with this full moon. And then we have alone time. And we have 2 twice on here because the dream journal was 20 and alone time was 2. And 2 is the number of intuition. 2 is the number of intuition. So listening to your spiritual compass, your spiritual guide that's within you, which is you. When you look in the mirror and you're like, I wonder what God is in the mirror. You are individualized aspect of the omnipresent abundant source. Individualized as you. But you need some alone time. You need some quiet. You need some solitude. You need some peace so that you can hear. So that you can hear. So that you can hear what spirit is trying to say to you. So that you can hear what it feels like in your being when you get those yeses and nos. That is what you're connecting to, so that you can trust your instincts. You can have faith in yourself. Ooh, okay. I'm going to try to keep the the pick a cards short. I'm going to try really hard. Like I said, I did one in a while, and I have fun doing divination. So yeah, let me get everything set up for the oracle cards, and I'll be right back. All right. So it's time to do our pick a card. And I don't have a camera stand right now, so my bad. We'll have to make it do what it do. So we have 3 decks to choose from. We have pile 1, which has a lovely piece of black obsidian. We have pile 2, which has a lovely piece of clear quartz. And we have pile 3, which has an amazing piece of amethyst. I'll let you see them again. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you can take a pause for the cards, see how you feel about them, see what looks good. Don't pay attention to I need my nails done. But yeah, decide which one you like. And meditate on it. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right. Hello, pile number one. Here is your reading. So we're going to do 3 cards. Similar to what I did with the collective reading, if you watched that. I've got a new tag. I have to kick my PICKACARD off with a new tag. I'm so excited. All right. So we're going to see what needs to be released. What is this moon illuminating? What's being illuminated and what wants to come next. That very fertile ground. And then we'll just get some pieces of advice. Like I said, I'm going to try to do the PICKACARD portion really quick. Since my intro was longer than I expected. It was a good intro though. I was having fun. All righty. So for my pile number ones who chose the Black Obsidian, which is grounding, it's truth seeking. It is very much actually attached. Even though it's black, it's actually associated with the heart chakra. It's good for shadow work. So we'll see what comes up with y'all based on this crystal, because I didn't look at your cards and I'm shuffling live for the tarot. So we're gonna say what wants for pile one. Everyone that chooses pile one. And my intention is that even though this is for the full moon, if you come across this message and it's not the full moon in Leo in 2022, it's still gonna be a message you need in that moment. What does pile one mean to release? Everyone comes across this video and chooses pile one. What needs to be released? Okay. What is being illuminated by this full moon? And what is coming next? What wants to be planted in this, the new, here? And y'all got 2. Ooh. Okay. Okay, apparently both of these are. Okay. So the back of the deck, we have the Fool in reverse. The Fool is all about taking risk. It is leaps of faith. It is newness. Because the thing about the Fool is the first card in the deck. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of the journey. It is the 0 card, which is the cosmic egg, infinite potential. So that's what's on the back of the deck in reverse, meaning that this is where it's an area of opportunity for us to see ourselves at. And not really, don't focus on what we don't have, focus on seeing what's being offered to us. Because we also have the 4 of Cups. And you see, he is real sad. He's real sad about these 3 cups right here, but he doesn't, because he's all alone, but he doesn't realize he's not alone. His blessing is right there in the water trying to get his attention, but he can't see it. So let's see how that plays out in the rest of your reading. Here. Wow. Wow. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Lack and aloneness. That's what we're letting go of. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know why this visual hit me just like this. but I can't tell if y'all can see good enough. The ones in the back with the white hair don't look like they're corporeal to me. They look like ancestors. So there may be some ancestral pain, karma that you're letting go of. This lunar cycle. The Ten of Pentacles upright is a part of abundance. It's a card of family and unity and togetherness. It's a card of all levels of your family, here and not here. But this one, especially since we got ancestors in the beginning, made immediately I locked on. It's like, that looks like ancestors. What's being illuminated is the Six of Pentacles. This ability to give and receive. Big emphasis on the receive. Some of us would be natural givers. Like we just give, we just pour from our heart space. We just give. And we're not open to receive though. Oh my God. I want to tell you the other one because I will be here all day, but just know that was like a full alignment just then. But the Six of Pentacles, we notice you can't tell who's giving and receiving. It's flow. It's constant flow. Needs to be a need of constant flow. That money is energy. It needs to be a constant flow. Maybe understanding your worth, knowing your value. Your value is being illuminated. How you feel about yourself when you pour out your heart and are able to receive from the heart of someone else. But there's a need for give and take. A need for give and take. And that's what's going to be illuminated for you. Receiving. What wants to be planted? So one is not feeling alone. And this is spiritually. This is not feeling spiritually alone. Because we have the Three of Pentacles. And you can see she's there and they're fairy friends supporting her. They're helping her gather what she needs. They're helping her get something put together. And if you're trying to do something that's clearly, there's nothing but pentacles here. So this is something in your physical life. This is your physical, what it is in work, money, friends that are here in the physical. This is this physicalness coming to you. Even the King of Cups came out in reverse. The King of Cups is about, you're supposed to be upright? But the King of Cups is all about this pure emotional care. He's unbothered. There we go. He's unbothered. The King of Cups is like, he understands his emotional and intuitive sovereignty. He is forthright in his decision-making, sure that what he knows is what he knows, understands the beauty in saying no, and the power when you want to give your yes. But he doesn't feel alone. Like in there's a deck where he's sitting on a beach by himself. There's a ship off in the background. And he's just sitting there. Ooh, he's got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the beach. He is both in this physical world, pentacles, and in the emotional and spiritual world. So there's going to be this, for them to both to come out, there's a harmony that needs to be here. And there's a harmony in your physical and spiritual life to have both water and earth here. I want to see your whole. All right, so for your divine feminine support, oh my God. Wait, oh, this gets better. Oh my God, wait. So for some reason, the Queen of Cups was popping in my head. King of Cups in reverse, and sometimes reverses mean the card before, which would be the Queen of Cups. I wish I could read the text, but it says, this is Inanna or Inanna, which is the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. We have waning moon. What do you need to release? There, oh, there we go. There we go. We have air magic. We have do the work. We have take the lead. And we have drink tea. What do you need to release? What is it that you are holding on to that does not serve you? And is it yours to carry? Is it actually your burden? Are you carrying something that has come through and it's just ingrained in your RNA, which is what carries like our ancestral stuff? But what is it that you need to let go of? And really, with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it's lack. It is letting go of the idea that you are not worthy, that you're not deserving. Because you are. You are worthy and you are deserving. When we see the queen of heaven and earth has nothing to hide and see except all that I am. And the very first thing I said about this stone was about it being good for your heart and shadow work. Shadow work is what allows you to be and accept all that you are. And there's some work that needs to be done here with do the work. And notice where that's at, right at the heart. His hand is right at his heart. There's some deep internal work in your being that wants to be elevated and illuminated so it doesn't have to feel trapped in shadow, but it is brought into the light. And by doing that, you create this harmony and this balance. Oh, it's the 6 of Pentacles on the 6th day and the 6th year. I love that. It's this harmony and balance that wants to take place. Take the lead. Do not wait for someone to tell you it's okay to be okay with you. It's okay. It's okay to need help. With this 3 of Pentacles here, this is okay to ask for support. Your ancestors are already called at the beginning of the reading for support in the collective. And now we see them again with this 10 of Pentacles saying, we want to support you, but we're not going to step in and let you ask. God doesn't step in because God's right here. He's waiting for you to tap in to that aspect, that co-creator energy in you and say, I want to create with you. 3 is the number on this card, and 3 is the number of creation. It's the number of communication. Air. Air is the element of communication. Is the element of thoughts and ideas. So somewhere in there, you have a money-making idea, a money-making plan, another money-making, like something to bring the money to you. You have this thought, you have this idea, but you haven't acted on it because you stuck feeling like you don't deserve that 10 of Pentacles. You don't feel like you deserve that 10 of Pentacles, and you do. You have to be open to receive it, though. You have to be willing to take the risk and do the work and allow that part of yourself that is calling forth for you to do this thing to come forward. The drink tea card is number 21, which is also a 3 again. We have communication, thought, and ideas that are going to lead to your abundance. Yeah, you have spiritual support here with this 3 of Pentacles and this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit wants to give you a blessing, but you are not yet open to receiving it. Spirit wants you to accept the offering that is being handed to you. Somebody's offering you help, but you won't take it because you don't trust it. You don't believe just yet. And I'm telling you, take it. Believe. Be open to receive that which you desire. Not need, because need comes from a place of lack. You lack nothing. Nothing. Why? Because God lacks in nothing. God is everything you need and desire. You are individualized aspects of God. And by looking in the mirror and telling and affirming yourself that you will be able to co-create what it is you desire in your physical reality because it wants to be here. You are the sovereign of heaven and earth. You got nothing to hide except all of yourself, every part of yourself, and see yourself be really successful. Is there anything else? Okay. That is all, pile one for your reading. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, please give me a comment, let me know how it resonated. If you want to tip, my Cash App is listed below. Considering the Black Obsidian and the message that came through, self-love may be some area that is a focus for you. And so I would encourage you to come to my free webinar. It's free. And it's all about how self-love is the foundation of your life. Thank you so much again. And I'm going to get ready for pile two. Bye. Okay. Sorry. What's up, pile two? I'm saying sorry as if y'all know that it took me a minute to get here. But here's your reading. We've got some oracle cards already sorted, but I'm going to shuffle the tarot cards and try to keep it short and sweet. You got the clear quartz, so clarity, booster, power. Add clear quartz to whatever you're working on, and it's going to give you a little jolt, a little juicy juice. It's also clarity. It's clear. It's clear quartz. It can be associated with just about anything because it's clear, kind of like a white candle. So we'll see how that plays out in your reading. My intention is that this is timeless. So even though I am doing this for the full moon in Leo in 2022, if you come across this at another time, that means maybe the message that you are listening to is partly for you. So let us see. We're going to do similar to what I did for the collective. I'm just going to do it with tarot cards. So we're going to ask what needs to be released, what this moon is illuminating, and what wants to be grown next in your newly fertile ground. Yeah, shuffles. Okay. So for pile number two, this moon in Leo, it's pile number two. What wants to be released? What wants to be released? Those that choose pile number two need to release. What wants illuminated? Okay. Okay, and what's coming next? What's coming? What wants to come next? There you go. All right. Ooh. Ooh. A change in perspective, which is normally the Hanged Man, but this is a perspective of yourself and your journey with this being. The Judgment card. I'll turn it right side up and actually see what it looks like right side up. But the Judgment card is all about letting go. It is releasing judgment on you, things, people, places, because none of that is reality. And by letting go, you're able to trust yourself more. You're able to tune into your inner being. Notice she's calling them to be in their higher self. I've got a Judgment card, and the way that it looks, it is she's holding her hands like this, and there's light being version of her coming out. And I want to say it has a two-tone. So like the truest expression of yourself wants to come out. So let's see what these cards have to say. Ooh. So we just talked about judgment. We totally just talked about judgment and how you see yourself. And so this is the Five of Swords and what wants to be released. And who? The words you use about yourself. Clear them up, clean them up. This is negative self-talk. When I look at this card, initially, like it's 5 different children. So this may be how you saw yourself. This is your inner child. Words can be powerful. They can be used to uplift, and they're used to tear down. And a lot of times as kids, we don't realize how often words tear people down, even if they don't realize it themselves until later on in life, when they're repeating those words. What you see is this child shocked because swords are thoughts and communication. So whatever they were thinking or saying, their hands cut, and there's this look of surprise, like, oh my God, I cut myself. They didn't cut me. The people behind them didn't cut me. I cut myself. I harmed myself. And the penguin is guide saying, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do this. You put the sword down. You don't have to fight this fight internally anymore. You can put the sword down. And when you come to a place like that, where you're healing these wounds and illuminating the truth of yourself, you got to take a moment and pause and be still and rest in everything. So we have the Four of Swords is what's being illuminated, which is that need to be still. That need to be still to come back. Which is interesting. You have the Five of Swords in reverse, and sometimes reversals are the card before. Then you have the Four of Swords as what's being illuminated. You're releasing the Five of Swords so you can step back, take a moment back. As fives are busy energy, chaotic sometimes. Be chaotic in a good way or not so good. So this energy, this chaotic energy, saying we need to rein it in and be still. Rein it in and be still. Why do we need to be still? What is it that wants to be planted? Well, the truth, which is this Queen of Pentacles. Look at her holding this glorious pentacle above her head. But she's more than just that pentacle. The Queen of Pentacles is the picture of opulence in every area of her life, made manifest in the physical. She is Mother Earth. She is the Taurus ruled card in the court cards. She's Taurus. And Taurus is Mother Earth. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Taurus is the richness of life. Not simply the richness of money, though when you stop hurting yourself with your words and allow yourself to be still and get the real ideas and be illuminated, allow your guides, because there's a lot of animals around her. So you may have a lot of different animal spirits around you, or you may have a lot of pets that are part of your soul tribe. In either case, they're Mother Nature. You would imagine Mother Nature sleeping would be surrounded by animals. And she's saying, you know what? I have all that I need and desire already. Everything else coming to me is a bonus. I have all that I need and desire already. The richness and wealth of life is me. I am the richness and wellspring of life. The money, all of the other things, bonuses. I am the wellspring of life. And this clarity in that is what allows you to be abundant. The clarity in who you are and cleaning up how you speak to yourself, cleaning up how you see yourself, and taking those moments of stillness is what allows you to be that Queen of Pentacles in her truest sense. Wow. Wow. Okay, I want to start with the release, simply because we have that Five of Swords, we have the Judgment in reverse. You remember the visual I said about the Judgment card of the one on the card that I have in another deck where she's like this? Got this release card. He is just opening himself up, allowing his light to shine. He is opening himself up and allowing his trueness to shine. And when you do that, when you allow yourself to truly shine, you are vulnerable. Being vulnerable is not a weakness. People take it as a weakness. People treat it as a weakness. But the ability to be truly vulnerable is to be in such a state of freedom of who you are in your fullest expression and being open to receive your abundance, be open to receive your blessing, be open to receive your guidance. It's what allows you to do that. You can't do that if you're closed off and guarded. You have to be vulnerable in order to let God in. And the moment you allow yourself to be vulnerable and allow God to already there, but rest out of you, man, when you do that, we have a new moon eclipse. There's powerful shifts going to be happening in your life. I need to see when the first new moon eclipse is. We do have one coming. I want to say it's Taurus, but 1 second. I'm going to look. So the first solar eclipse of 2022 will be April 30th. I'm doing math. A moment. So that's a 4-day. There's going to be something built that day. There's going to be something built on that day that's going to bring structure. It's going to be a partial solar eclipse. But eclipses are really, 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 really powerful time for change. unexpected change. And with it happening in the sign of Taurus, where Uranus is sitting there, and Uranus is like a lightning strike, but you didn't see that coming. So in some area of life that you have structure, there's going to be a really powerful change. And this change is going to be kicked off by a shift in your mindset, allowing yourself to have stillness so that that Queen of Pentacles energy, that abundant, opulent energy that wants to be the richness of every area of your life, is allowed to come through. Taurus is also, again, ruled by Venus, which is love. And we have accept love. And this is love of yourself. Because the moment you start to love yourself, I heard date yourself. The moment you start to love when yourself, say loving words to yourself, you are able to accept loving words and ideas and expression from somebody else. The divine feminine support is Mia by the Saints of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Again, that soul wanting to be fully expressed, for you to come together and be in alignment, your heart and your head in alignment, so that you can be who you're supposed to be. There is a powerful shift happening in your life where there's a level of acceptance of who you are in your innermost, the core of your being, that is wanting to be fully and unabashedly expressed. Your self-care card was to connect with crystals. And it is the number 11 card, and 11, one as a master number. If you are a life path 11, it's the wounded healer. It's the ability to take these wounds, this pain, and turn it into power. That trauma becomes triumph. That lesson is a blessing. And that is the journey of the number 11. With Connect with Crystals, again, we have Mother Earth coming up again, because crystals are of the earth. They are the vibration of Mother Earth, just the various aspects of Earth that nurture and love and raise our own vibration. If you don't connect with crystals, connect with the ground. They're under there somewhere. Connect with the ground. But if you connect with crystals, I would encourage you to consider rose quartz, for sure, for that self-love. Okay, that was specific. Lepidolite, lapis lazuli, thought, shungite for protection. Whoa, okay. And obsidian for truth. That's okay. You can pick your own, but literally the list of crystals just was like coming. So I just said what I heard. Really, really love yourself some. This is the theme, love. And I guess it's February. That makes sense. If it's February, it is Leo. So self-love and self-expression, it completely makes sense. And then I'm like, why is everybody, that's the energy right now. That's the energy. So thank you so much, pile number 2. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please let me know down in the comments how it did, what it did. If you saw a card pop up and you saw something else flash in your head, share. I love that. That sometimes happens to me when I'm watching Pick a Card. They'll say something, but something else will hit me the moment I see the card. And I would love to know if that's something that happened to you. And as a reminder, I am doing a free webinar on self-love. Self-love is the foundation of your life. It's free. You've got nothing to lose to reserve a spot and see what jewels and gems I'm going to share, explaining why self-love is the foundation of your life. And if you decide you want to take it a step further, I will be starting a new coaching program called SLAP that you can join, Self-Love Awakens Purpose. If you want to leave a tip, my Cash App is in the description box. Thank you again for your time and sitting through this reading, and I hope you have a great day. Hey, Pile 3. Thank you so much. If you watched this whole thing, thanks for your patience. You chose the amethyst. But this enrolls towards like the top, like everyone's favorite crystals to start with. If you are in a February baby, this is your birthstone. This is associated with so many different signs. It is balancing, it is healing, it is protective, it is filtering. It is just like crown chakra, the divine medicine. Amethyst is divine medicine. So we're going to start with your tarot cards. I've already sorted out your oracle cards. We're going to start with your tarot cards, basically getting the same message earlier, what's being released, what's being illuminated, and what wants to be planted, come new in the newly toiled and fertilized ground. And then we'll just see what additional advice from your oracle cards. I'm trying to keep these short. Fingers crossed that I accomplish that task. So my pile number 3, thanks for their patience. Thanks for your patience, Spirit, for sitting with me to do this reading. So, is this for them? This release? I'm gonna put this right here, just a second. What wants to be released from my pile 3s? I had to make sure because it popped out so fast. I was like, okay, so this is what wants to be released. Hold on. Okay, no. Oh. Oh. Is this a side message? I think this is a side message for y'all. I don't think it's. Okay. This is a side message. Is this for them? So this is a bonus message. So what initially just popped was justice, which is the number 11 card. And then we also have the world. So we have 11, which vibrates as a 2 and a 1 in numerology. And then have the world, which is 21. Also made me think of an Odu, which for some reason it made me think of 1, 2, 1. Perseverance. Keep pushing. You're going through something that is kickstarting, initiating you into something new. You're getting started on a new journey. With justice, something is coming into balance. And then the world is like the world, like it's new, infinite possibilities. Go anywhere, be anything. Taking your hand off the reins and allowing spirit to lead you. You aren't done, and you're not alone on this journey. You are just beginning, and you are right on time. Do not take this lightly. You're being called. Called to do something greater for the collective. You will know when it is time. This is for you, and we love you. Is that it? You're the only pal that this is talking to. Hey, pal, where are you? You just come. Let's go. I'm here for it. Let's go. All right. Wind just came through. Looking outside. Okay. What is pile 3? What's pile 3 releasing? Is it here? Okay. What's being illuminated? What is what's coming next? What's coming next with pile 3? Okay. Release. Illumination. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So we got the back of the deck, judgment and release. Is Mercury out of shadow yet? Judgment in reverse. So we have this need to stop judging your journey. Stop comparing where you are to where someone else is. Trust. I get it. Some of you may be older. And you may be like I was. Why am I getting here now? Why did it take so long to get to this place? Because you had to learn. This doesn't mean that you're out of time. This doesn't mean that you can't finish whatever it is that you're trying to begin. You will. You will finish and it'll be great. But you have to let go and of this timetable that you put in place. Time is the construct. No one told you you were out of time, but you. And what you're doing is letting that go. Scales of justice are coming into balance. You're letting go of not feeling confident in your decision making. Queen of Swords in reverse, and she is wise. She is just. She holds her sword until she absolutely must swing it. And when she makes a decision to swing it, she's not questioning that. This is my choice. This is my decision. This is what I'm going to do. But there is a need to lead with both your head and your heart. Especially with justice here, scales, it's balanced. There's a need to be balanced. If your head and heart are aligned, one is not superseding the other, they're working in harmony. I think that's the thing. If your head and your heart are in alignment, when you make the conscious decision, you will feel it in your heart. When you make the conscious decision in your heart, you will think it like yes in your head. And so you will feel just when you swing your sword. There is a place of healing and wholeness that you want to be in. With the Ten of Swords, a lot of people like, I don't want to see the Ten of Swords, but think about the Ten of Swords. A lot of times the Swords cards are not always about what someone else did to us, but what we do for ourselves. They're not always about what someone else did to us. They are about what we do to ourselves, specifically what we think about ourselves. So I'm about to transmute this for you. I'm transmuting that energy. What's coming is you allowing all of those swords to come out of your back and allowing your truth to reign supreme. We have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, she's leaving. This is every verse. At her standing still. Standing in stillness and allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel, so that you can move with wisdom. This could be a need to, this is collective, so more than one person. This could be understanding that just because you walk away doesn't mean something's broken. You look at these cups, let me see if I can see it. None of those cups are knocked over. Not a one. Not one cup is knocked over. They are still standing. And she is still standing. Nothing's broken. Nothing is destroyed. Nothing is disheveled. Everything is still standing, even though something was let go. This could be an idea. With the Ten of Swords here, this is a mindset. The way that you were thinking previously was part of your journey. You had to learn and grow through that, but it is no longer your story, and you need to let it go. You need to let it go so this Queen of Swords can come back upright. You need to let it go so your Queen of Swords can come back upright. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Y'all are also the only pile. Y'all are special. Y'all are so special. You're the only pile that got two of these too. Okay, so some of y'all are going on a journey. And this journey is going to be really transformative. And I say that because one, I have movement. And that's your self-care card, like you need to move your body. But for some reason, when the card came up, I thought travel. And it's card 36, which is 9. And in astrology, the 9th house is the house of long distance travel. So some of y'all may be traveling. Plus, we have sun and the stars here, and she's got the telescope and she's looking. She's like, yeah, she looks like she's getting ready to plot a course. She's going to plot a journey. But she's doing it in alignment with cosmos, with it being related to the sun and the stars. Whatever it is, it's going to be transformational. Because we have the card of transformation. You are going through a transformation. And this transformation, like I said at the beginning, is like an initiation. It's igniting, it's starting something, it's beginning something for you. The sun and the stars, it's fire, it's passion. We have observe, and we have all of these different faces looking at this one. And sometimes what we need to do is not be into our thoughts, but observe. Like, be still and simply observe them. Don't judge them. Yesterday was a day. You've been on the channel for a while, listen to my podcast. You know, I have a child, well, officially, technically, 2 children with special needs. And yesterday was it was a day. And instead of judging myself like I normally would have, like, you suck, why did you? I had the moment I needed to have, cried like I needed to cry, had some sage burning, cracked my windows up, let the smoke of the sage do what it needed to do, went and hugged my kids and said, I'm sorry. But I did not judge myself. It was what it was. And I am a place now where I could tell my managers, like, yo, Friday, I need a mental health day at work. Then God blessed me with today. Said, you know what? I think you probably need to take this. And I was like, bet. And I don't work in a building. She couldn't see me or anything. She just, in an instant message, said, take today. And I'm like, say less. Like me, just email in. I didn't judge it. I'm not perfect. I am divinely human and gloriously goddess. And what that affords me is the ability to be human and have my human experience and have my human moment and allow my goddess to see me through. And that's what your spirit wants you to do. We got for your divine feminine support, Fatima, the mother of imams. And it is love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. And because it's in my head now, I have to confirm it. Because she's either the wife or the mother, but before I even say it, I'm gonna look. Because it's in my head and it's like right there on the cusp of the bubble, and maybe somebody needs to know. And it's on page 60. She is the only child of Khadijah and the Prophet Muhammad to live into adulthood. She is associated with the title the mother of her father because she cared for Muhammad after her mother died. She is an object of veneration, love, and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. She was a devoted wife and mother of 2 sons and 2 daughters. Her descendants are spread throughout the Islamic. An imam is a leader to the Islamic faith, and Fatima is considered to be the mother of imams because of the love and gratitude she gave to her family. That's beautiful. There is something to be understood that the thing that you do in this life that is most important is love. That's your lineage. It is creating something with love, loving somebody else. That's the story. That's the truth. Love. Love is the only truth. And by understanding that your love is the lasting measure for which you will be remembered, you take some stress off you to accomplish the worldly material things. Like, you're one of the few decks that did not get a single thing that looked like pinnacles or earth. It's much bigger than that. I don't know why I needed to say that, but I did. It's bigger than that. You have swords, which is air, thought, ideas, communication, untangible. This justice card is about balance, harmony. You have cups, which is water. You have transformation. We have the daughter of a prophet. You have the sun and the stars. There is something very much higher. Even this, look at her vibration. Look at her auric field as she's pausing. Look at her body. Her body is the cosmos. There is something so high about the people that are choosing this pile. I wish you well on whatever journey this is you're getting ready to take. This may be a physical journey. This may be just this emotional, spiritual journey. But be gentle with yourself. We have affirmation of the healing heart. Understand that as you go on this journey, it's going to trigger some things, but it's going to heal so much, so many things. And I'm geeked to see what that means. Y'all, like, I want all the piles, but I need y'all to really comment and let me know how this resonated with you. Like, your reading would differ from everybody else's. I need to know how this resonated with you. Only need to know how this resonated with you. If you enjoy this reading, please give a like and a share. If you want to tip me, you can send to my Cash App. Don't forget, I am doing a free webinar. Self-love is the foundation of your life. By all means, it's free. Please come join me as I take you on a journey. Come join me as I take you on a journey. And thank you for being who you are and for being great. Thank you for your guides, your ancestors that showed up and said, hey, I know you got like a plan, but they got something else they need to know. So thank you for that. And on that note, I'm going to say, take care. Bye.